Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we grabbed a little bit of territory up over here, and I want to continue grabbing a little bit of territory, but first we need to spend down our gold. And we know up over this way that there are a few holding slots that need to be dealt with. So let's build a city slot here. Let's go ahead and build a city here, and a city here, but we're already constructing in this county, so we can't actually build there, unfortunately. I would like to do that, but that's not currently an option. And I would like also to max out our personal castles. So let's get started on that real quick here. We can grab that one as well. Cool. That's looking great. There's one more down over here. Got it. Excellent. So I would like to spend down the last little bit of our gold here. So we're just looking for an additional location where we can spend that. All of this over here should be constructing. Yeah, that'll be fine. So there we go. We'll get that done. Now, we do have one location that we can attack, and that is these guys. They're reasonably strong. So this is going to be a fairly hefty investment, but I still feel like seizing this duchy would be solid for us. Now, technically this is only a single county, isn't it? Indeed it is. Because we need to also attack this guy for this chiefdom. Interesting. So I think we should do this first, then. For some reason, I was thinking that this was all part of these guys, but no, it's not. So we should definitely do this first. Let's get that done. We'll get this chiefdom declared for. Cool. And that's a de jure claim, so this is completely legal for us to do. We'll raise up our troops here, and we don't need all that many. We're going to raise men-at-arms and some levy troops. Okay, so he calls in a holy order and has access to 12,000 troops. Okay, now his allies join. 21,000. This is more than enough. Beautiful. Now, we don't have all of our men-at-arms here yet. We also gained a stress level because our brother died in his sleep. Okay, whatever. And our stress level immediately drops back down. Cool. So we are currently lacking in having our siege weapons here, which siege weapons are very important to this. So why are we lacking in that? Why aren't they here? I don't know. Now they are. So let's just head on in. We'll grab our ticking war score. And we're still making a decent chunk of cash. We'll spend that cash after we're done with this war, and we'll start up our next war. Because I do want to get these done. There's 162 gold, and I would like as well... Well, we could spend our cash now, but I think we'll spend it after this war. I think that's the way to go. Cool. So our son is about to leave court, and we'll get this siege done. There we go. I do want to check in on our succession, actually. We are going to lose a title on succession. We should then disinherit this son. Okay, that brings us back up a stress level. Hello, pause menu. That brings us back up a stress level, which is not a bad thing, actually, because that boosts our income. With most of our army raised, we're still making 110 gold per month. So this is really solid. We need to do Spy Master. We'll grab this guy. Cool. Why aren't we seeing any resistance here? This is their capital. Where are they? Do they embark? Attacking up here or something? Going after our capital is maybe not the worst idea, given that we have overwhelming strengths against them. But just abandoning their capital entirely? This is very, very silly. I'm not sure why they're doing this, but sure. We'll grab centralization to boost up our development. Okay, so we're now at 75%. This siege will end the war. Here they are. They're really late. They're incredibly late to this war. Wild. So we're 96%. At this point, ticking war score should end the war for us. We'll make our way up here just in case they manage to get a siege in. But this is looking absolutely fine. Cool. We're 99% here. We did just discover heraldry, so I want to take a quick look at that. That is this here. So we are fascinating and exposing men-at-arms. I feel like that is overkill. So we're going to hop over here and start working on machicolations. There we go. So with that done, we'll be able to upgrade our castles to level 4. That will be the goal there. Of course, this war is over, so we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Beautiful. So now this is under our control. Fantastic. This guy is the wrong culture. Okay. We'll have to work on that. For the time being, we can definitely begin work on faith conversions as well as cultural conversions. We're going to need more of those, but for the time being, that will do. So we have 2,000 gold here. I would love to build a city up over this direction, and apparently, yeah, we can't do that, as expected. Let's work on upgrading. Oh, this is the wrong culture? Yeah, this is the wrong culture. Okay, so, I mean, that's going to make things kind of awkward for us because this culture is behind us technologically by a pretty wide margin. So we can't do too much out over this way at this moment. So that's definitely noted. We can spend some gold down over here if we so chose, and I do so choose. So we should definitely spend down our gold somewhat. This is getting close-ish to being maxed out. Close-ish. It is by no means there yet. This down here is all maxed out. That's beautiful. I would like to get additional upgrades going over here. And we can certainly do that. There's our gold spent. So next up, of course, we're going to look at going after this guy. So just seizing... Hang on, what does this claim? Okay. I don't know what that claim is. Okay, this is the same as our de jure claim. So we're going to definitely go for the de jure claim here. So we'll declare that war. This is going to be a more challenging war here. So we'll raise our men-at-arms, and we will raise our levy troops. We're going to need a grand total... Okay, fine. We'll pay the royal court a visit. We'll eat some incredible food, and we'll make this guy be our personal champion. Cool. Oh, I just realized we are at 11 of 12 domain. So we can definitely pull back like this title here. Cool. That'll do. And we can extort our subjects, which we should get on cooldown. Fantastic. Don't worry. I'll have everyone pay. So the question now is, how many troops have they gotten together? About 40k? Noted. So we'll just raise up all of our troops. And I'm looking at these guys here. I think we're just waiting on champions here. I'm okay with continuing to wait on champions. We're going to leave one of our champions, and we're going to leave our worst one behind. The rest of these are all going to go while we continue to gather champions. Cool. So we'll group this together. And do we have any siege skills here? We do not. We can get this guy. And what is this other trait? Flexible leader? Sure. Okay, so we'll get this underway. That'll get us ticking war score. Fantastic. Just checking in up over this way, we can definitely upgrade this barracks since we personally hold it. I'm not going to focus too much on spending our gold while we're at war, though. Cool. So their capital is all the way over here. We're not going to be ending this war quite as quickly. Is there a... Oh, there is a castle here that we're missing. Cool. Okay, so we'll get that sieged. Exotic arms, huh? Okay. A courtier scorned. Sure, this guy's now our rival. Cool. So, the question is, what can we do about this guy being the wrong culture? Well, we can convert his capital. And that'll give him the option to convert if he chooses to. He may not choose to. We'll see. And we could do we're doing the same thing down here. This guy's the wrong culture, and he's also the wrong faith. We could demand his conversion. He may accept, but declining is a crime. Let's see what he thinks about that. He did decline. I'm not shocked, but that is now he's now a known criminal. So we can definitely do this later on. And yeah, that would be pretty viable to do. Okay, we'll do that after this war. We don't want to do it during this war for sure. And we're not going to have any other de jure claims after this. So that will take a little while to get that all sorted. We're waiting on a single champion. I love it. Okay, so we're definitely going to continue to siege here. 36k. I'm wondering where his forces are right now. So we definitely don't need this many troops up over here, right? Supply limits in this area are grim. But what we can do is we can split off our trebuchets and something along the lines of this. Yeah, that'll do. And then we can split this in half and then in half again. Now, we don't have the supplies here to do this. To have this kind of a force. There's his troops. So we're going to turn around and pile back in. Now that we see where his troops are. Okay. We're going to deselect these guys. So shift-click to deselect. Group the rest of these together. And I would like to make our way out over this way, but unfortunately, supplies out here are really kicking our butts. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on their movements here. They are moving in over here. We'll see how this goes. Poorly is the answer. Okay, so we're going to retreat. And this is because of our supplies. Our supplies are really rough over here. So we need a new marshal. That'll be this guy. Cool. And we'll see what his plan is. We are retreating all the way up to here, which is rough indeed. We also lost our leader, apparently, at some point. Okay. Well, we'll let his supplies go all the way down. He's going to cap this back. So ticking war score is going to go back onto his side. We knew that this would be a little bit tough. Our friend died, so that gains us a stress level. We also need a new chancellor. So we'll put this guy in. This retreat is really far, and I'm not surprised that there's a dangerous faction here. What can we do about this guy? We should be able to handle this, actually. Something like this. That should be just fine. Cool. So the problem with this area is supplies. Supplies are really, really bad. So we managed to retreat, and we're going to have it be this guy for the moment. But I'm just looking over here. Yeah, these supplies are really rough. So the question is, how exactly are we going to come down here and resupply? Well, this area is better for resupply. The question is, can we get there without taking too heavy of attrition and kick him out of here? We may have to get mercs here. Or potentially, yeah, there are no holy orders. So we may have to get mercs here. Sure, we'll get some learning to get our tech up. And there's a stewardship lifestyle perk. So we can grab defensive measures. Okay, so we're on our way down. We'll raise up any additional troops here who are not currently raised. Bringing us to 32k. Now, he has 34k in the vicinity, but these guys are a long ways away. I think fighting in the Oasis is better here because I don't think we're going to be able to stack wipe these guys before these pile in and then these would come in. So all of these troops would get the defensive penalty. I think this is the way to go here. The question is, do we bring in mercs? And I think the answer to that is yes. I'm going to hire these guys. And I'm also going to hire these guys. Okay, and then in we go. So he's going to pile in here. We knew that this would happen. Oh, these guys are going the wrong way. They're giving up on this battle. Fascinating. Or no, they just passed really weirdly. They did not need to do that. That was really bad for them. That was incredibly bad. They did not need to pass here, then here. They could have gone directly in. That would have made that fight riskier for us, but I still believe we would have won it. Okay, so we're going to have to chill up over here and just take advantage of our ticking war score and resupply. That is what we need to do right now. So, okay, I'm just looking at what we have for supply limits. It's not a lot. The supply limits in this area are pretty bad. But it's not shocking. We need to resupply. That is the current top priority. So we'll split these guys, bring them up over here. These guys get split and brought here. And then these split and head over this direction. And these have to split yet again and come up over here. Okay, so we're resupplying. And we should broadly be okay here. There is a Royal Court event that I guess we can do. No. What are you looking at? Get out of here. Cool. Okay, so our resupply is occurring. And we're doing far better than they are. So we're at 44% war score. At this point, my question is, where are our men-at-arms? Here we go. Our siege men-at-arms. That's what I was looking for. So we're going to bring them down over this way and start up a siege. This is slightly risky because we're so spread out. But I think it will be okay. These guys can then move up to here because these mountains have a really low supply limit. So that'll be fine. These guys have now bypassed their supply limit as well. So we can split that off. And the question is, where do these guys go? Down here, I guess? Okay. They're already here. I was hoping that we'd have slightly more time, but we're going to back off and move everybody in. Unfortunately, our siege force is going to get caught here. We didn't have scouting. Like I said, it was risky. We don't need that siege force to win. So we're going to start heading in here. We've resupplied. And we'll see what we can get. We're hoping to catch something here, but it's not going to happen. We're going to continue to head in over this direction. And we do catch something here. Oh, no, we don't. We do not. We're to continue to chase. They are starving. They have not resupplied. So we'll see what we can get. We do catch them here, I think. Yes. Beautiful. That was a stack wipe. We're going to keep on heading over. This is going to be another stack wipe. Yeah, we'll become irritable. There we go. And now I think we stack wipe them here as well. Or close to it. Oh, this is awkward. So we stack wiped part of that force. This isn't going to stack wipe because they, like, split us in half there. But it's fine. That's completely okay. We're at 88% war score. That's perfect. So we're going to make our way down over here and siege. But we're not going to have our full force here sieging. I want to check supply limits here. It's grim. I'm not shocked about that. Maybe we do have our full force siege. 16 months? Yikes. That is a level 8 fort compared to a level 7 up over here. I'm just thinking here. This is a level 4 fort. Yes, we're going to take casualties. That's okay. This siege will go much, much faster. And between that plus ticking, we'll end the war. We don't need to siege anything else. This is a much better option here. So that'll be great. These guys can come up this way if they want. They're not going to siege faster than us. Well, they might, actually, in theory. But it's going to take them some time to get up there. Sadly, we don't have a breach. So we can't assault. Oh, that's so fast. Okay. So we're going to leave behind a siege force here. Oh, right. We don't have siege weapons. No wonder things are so slow. Okay, we're going to leave these guys behind, and we're going to make our way up this way. It's going to take us time, and they're going to get ticking war score off of this, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, they sieged that very quickly. We can make our way up, though. It's not a big deal. Yeah, this will be fine. We'll get this siege done. And yeah, we didn't get a breach because we didn't have siege weapons. For some reason, I forgot that they had gotten stack wiped, but we're fine. They've decided to give up on this siege. We're going to drop a... Actually, we're just going to chill here. This should end the war. We don't need to chase them. This will be fine. Cool. So these guys can head up over this direction. Done. So enforce those demands. Disband our troops. That is now complete. So there are no holdings to be built here, but there are definitely holding levels to be leveled up. I would love to get these all upgrading. Oh, this guy's the wrong culture. I'm not shocked about that, I suppose, but we'll need to work on that. Okay, so this guy. At this point, if we revoke his title, who's angry? No one. Done. Now, he is definitely going to rebel here. We'll raise up our troops. As expected. Okay. So we're waiting for men-at-arms here. There they are. That's all we need. And we're just going to move up, stack wipe him, and then move back. Cool. We're already at 50% war score here. War's over. Beautiful. So we enforce those demands, disband our troops. This guy gets his title revoked. Cool. So this is now held by us. We don't want to hold it. We want to hand it out to someone who is the correct religion and culture. Now, we're still going to have to convert the county itself. That's fine. I want to do the same thing with this guy. Who would join this? People would join this. However, he has a 66% chance here. 4% chance here. Let's send him a gift. That's only 11 opinion. We'll demand this conversion, a 15% chance of acceptance. He declined. And now if we revoke this title, nobody will really join this. 66% chance of revocation, but we should plan that he does not get revoked. Okay, fantastic. We successfully revoked. So now we're going to need to grant this out to someone who is the correct religion and culture. There we go. Now we do have a dangerous faction here. This is a Liberty faction, and I thought we handled this guy, but apparently not. Wait, this guy's our nephew. That does explain a lot. Okay, so the Liberty faction's not actually a problem. We can handle the Liberty faction. I would like to get this guy converted over. He would actually give us this. Done. So we revoke his title. This title is then granted out to someone else who is of the correct religion and culture. Beautiful. Now we're also going to have to grant this guy the full title for this area. So this emirate, along with everything inside of it. Beautiful. He's very happy with us. Okay, so there's that dealt with. Perfect. Now this guy is still a problem. But there's not a lot we can do about that right now. We do have a perk here. We'll take organized muster rolls. And the real question that we have now is, will this be a problem? I mean, we could solve this issue. Like this. No problem whatsoever. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Excellent. So now we've got some cultural conversions to do. And we also have some work to be done on upgrades over this way. So that'll give us something to do for the next while. Of course, there's still going to be a few upgrades up throughout here. There's not going to be all that many of them, though. And we're definitely reaching the end of those upgrades. Everything up here we know is already completely done. So that's great. Everything down here is completely done. We just need a few upgrades over this direction. And this is looking really, really solid for us. So that is great. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue to work on our empire. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.